Mind control is the result of self-discipline and habit. You either control your mind or it controls you. There is no hallway compromise.
Having an uncontrolled mind is the greatest source of suffering in the world. You can take constructive action and lead the life you want. If your mind is under control, wild mental faculties will result in turbulence, obsessive actions, and self-destructive impulse that ultimately lead to your personal demise.
If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance.
The power of your imagination exceeds that of any instrument you have ever utilized. It has access to the infinite potential of the source and may bring about tremendous changes in one's life through creativity. This is how aeroplanes were made, how Edison created the lighting, and how the transit will be created.
You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be.
You are the maker of your life, and every time you doubt yourself and blame the circumstances, you give up control.
Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit.
The seed of light is hidden in the blackness. Only when there are issues do we take the necessary steps to overcome them. The joy of life loses its shine in the absence of difficulties, troubles, hurdles, and gloom. It wouldn't be worth it if everything was simple. We value accomplishment so highly because it is so scarce.
All achievement, taller and riches, have their beginning in an idea.
Everything stems from your creativity, from a single thought, an idea, when combined with enough human imagination and drive, has the potential to reshape our physical world.
The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge.
The more you know, the more money you can make. It's interesting how millions of individuals will never taste brilliance because they lack information hunger. Continue to study and develop.
More gold had been mined from the mind of men than the earth itself.
The ground itself is mined because the human imagination recognized the possibility of wealth hiding underneath it. If you tap into the boundless potential of the mind, you will be able to achieve outcomes you could never have dreamed.
To win the big stakes in this changed world, you must catch the spirit of the great pioneers of the past, whose dreams have given to civilization all that it has of value, the spirit that serves as the lifeblood of our own country, your opportunity in mind, to develop and market our talents.
The world's pioneers and explorers have provided everything the world has today. Because of European explorers, America may have been the great nation that it is today, and it is thanks to technological explorers that we have the internet, smartphones, beautiful topography, and the capacity to employ technology for a better living.
Neglecting to broaden their view has kept some people doing one thing all their lives.
If you have fixed beliefs, you will never be able to see your full potential. You must keep an open mind in order to embrace new ideas and fuel them with your imagination. This is one of the most famous quotations from the book, Think and Grow Rich.
If you are ready for the secret, you already possess one half of it. Therefore, you will readily recognize the other half the moment it reaches your mind.
You don't need to get ready. You are ready when you are. New ideas will come to you, as if by magic, when you are always learning, working hard, and driven by achievement. Success is attracted to success by strong momentum.
There is no substitute for persistence. The person who makes persistence his watchword discovers that old man failure finally becomes tired and makes his departure. Failure cannot cope with persistence.
Only until you admit your failure and empathize with the fear can it persist. However, if you keep going and concentrate on the light that emanates from inside you, It will reveal fear for what it is, a falsehood. This passage from Think and Grow Rich is excellent advice for overcoming fear.
Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
You will hold it in your hand if you can visualize it in your imagination.
If you fill your mind with fear, doubt, and unbelief in your ability to connect with and use the forces of infinite intelligence, the law of autosuggestion will take this spirit of unbelief and use it as a pattern by which your subconscious mind will translate it into its physical equivalent.
You will lose more and have less faith in yourself if you feed the fear wolf more often, because we keep feeding our fears with our thoughts. They grow more real. A belief is just an idea that you hold to be true.
Every man is what he is because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind.
What you believe will guide your behavior and shape your reality. Decide on your ideas carefully, since they will translate into actions, actions into habits, habits into your character, and character into your destiny.
Your subconscious mind recognizes and acts only upon thoughts which have been well mixed with emotion or feeling.
Emotionally charged thoughts generate energy, velocity, and impact our behaviors. The subconscious mind catches up on our emotions and reflects them back to us in reality.
Remember that your real wealth can be measured not by what you have, but by what you are.
We don't feel good because of what we acquire, but because of who we become as a result of conquering adversity. This is a fantastic statement from Think and Grow Rich, because it demonstrates that riches does not equal self-worth.
When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal.
If you lose, realize that it is an opportunity to learn and succeed. Never, ever quit up.
Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass.
Energy moves where focus goes. People who live for a mission or a purpose in life are the most successful. Their passion consumes every impediment in their path.
Fear, the worst of all enemies, can be effectively cured by forced repetition of acts of courage.
Fear may be overcome by applying the rule of reversibility. According to the law of reversibility, if you feel a certain way, you will act in a way aligned with that emotion. However, if you behave in a way that is consistent with that emotion, the law will produce that feeling for you even if you were not feeling that way at the time. In other terms, if you do a daring action, the rule of reversibility will build courage in you even if you were previously fearful.
Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat.
To truly access greatness, you must be prepared to give up your safe zone. Assume you make $100,000 per year from a job you despise. Will you ever quit your job to pursue your passion, which pays only $25,000 per year? No. You must first fire the ships. Make certain that there is nothing to fall back on. As Steve Pavlina points out, the sevens in our life are frequently the major roadblocks in the way of the tens. This is a fantastic phrase from the book Think and Grow Rich.